And we really want to get you a glimpse of everything that's going to happen.
We have all of our players in place for the Miller Park See It First weekend.
In the lineup tonight, Mike Jacobs, Susan Kim, Kevin Hunt, Angela Bettis, and John McCure. So we'll be checking in with all of them throughout the hour.
I think everyone would probably agree that watching this stadium go up and the old stadium, County Stadium, come down has been exciting and at times kind of emotional.
Yeah, quite a few people are emotional tonight. And thanks to technology, we were able to put together a time lapse of the stadium being built. And take a look and check this out.
That's an amazing scene, Carol, as we watched it over the last 3 or 4 years. And, of course, there was that year delay when we had the accident. And you could see that reflected in this time-lapse photography. But in the last year, amazing strides were made. And tonight, the ballpark is just about complete.
It's almost hard to believe that after more than 4 years, it is actually here, and people are excited. Thousands of people here tonight, and, you know, there are even tears in a lot of people's eyes. So I've talked to generations of people who are very excited about just being here and being able to witness history.
As we mentioned, season ticket holders have been coming through the turnstile since 4 o'clock this afternoon. Our John McCure has been talking with a number of those folks all day, and he is live now in Miller Park, and he may have one of the best views in the entire ballpark. John is in section 117. These are the so-called best seats in the house. That's right behind home plate. John?
Mike, indeed, these are some of the best seats in the house. You know, there's not really a bad seat in this place, but these are some of the select seats.
Welcome back. You are looking at fast video of the roof and how it operates. These pictures from tests that were done earlier this month. Now, normally it takes about 10 to 11 minutes to open or close the roof. Very quiet, too. And right now the Brewers are planning to open and close the roof toward the end of the evening so the fans can actually see how it all works. Very exciting. It's neat to see.
Very quiet, too. Very quiet. We were talking about Kevin Hunt before we went to the break. You know, he's checking out different spots around the ballpark. He's checking out the cheap seats now to find out how the view is from up high in Miller Park.
And Kevin, it's fitting, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, you know, this is the only place they usually let me in the place. I'm usually cleaning up afterwards, but, you know, you would think every seat in this place is great, and, you know, most of them are, but there are some less desirable seats, and these guys are sitting in them right now, yeah. The Euchre seats, they kind of V off of each pole. There's 2 poles over here, and, you know, that blocks your view a little bit. And appropriately, they're named after the man who never gets a seat in the front row, Mr. Baseball.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer from Miller.
This commercial for light beer helped launch an entire campaign around Bob Euchre, the man who gets stuck with the cheap seat.
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row.
So it was just a natural that the Brewers named the worst seats in Miller Park after him.
Seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag.
We have a number of seats located behind home plate on the terrace level. The roof pivot actually obstructs about 110 seats in this building. So we named them after Bob Euchre and are going to charge the great price of $1 per ticket.
$1 a ticket? Who cares what you get for that price?
The obstruction is not that bad. In fact, you can see most of the action, but depending on what seat you're in, you might miss a little bit of first base, third base, or the shortstop or second baseman.
So if you want to come into Miller Park, it's the best deal going. Doubt that they'll be up there. They'll probably be wandering around the concourse enjoying the game somewhere else.
If there is a bad seat in the house, I guess this would be it, but it's hard to find one anywhere else in the park. The sight lines are outstanding. You're closer to the action. The seats have cup holders. They're wider and more comfortable, so you don't feel that County Stadium squeeze. Part of the reason is the capacity. County Stadium, 55,000. Miller Park, 42,500. Of course, County Stadium once also housed the Packers.
You can't see the games. All you can see is their heads.
But this park is built strictly for baseball with the fans' convenience in mind. And even if the game's a sellout, there's always those Euchre seats to fall back on. They are not sold in advance.
It's been surprising. A lot of people actually called and asked if they could purchase them on a season ticket basis, but we are holding these back for day of game only, and we'll put them on sale 2 hours before the game begins, with the exception of opening day and the first exhibition game.
And of course, I'm the kind of guy that would try to get those for season tickets. And you know, you guys gonna kind of look, you'd go for that cheap seats too. Are you those kind? Calling for the season tickets? Oh yeah, they are. All right, back to you, Mike and Carol.
There's nothing wrong with being a little frugal.
You know, they're my people here. I thought they'd be booing me. No, yeah, I'm going for the cheap seats. Yeah, $80 for season tickets.
It makes good sense to me. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kev.
The slide's still a little wet, so Bernie's not going to go down. He's making me go down. So Bernie said he'd give me a little push. Thanks, Bernie. Really appreciate that. So I'm going to drop off my mic, and I'm going to make an inaugural trail down the slide. Thanks, Bernie. Let me take this off.
Oh, no. Go, Kevin. Kevin, hundreds of people are watching you.
Yeah, baby. Okay. It looks like he survived.
Oh.
All right. Kevin Hunt up in Bernie's dugout making the inaugural journey down Bernie Brewer's new slide. Oh, baby. It'll never be the same.
I can't believe he did it. He is quite the champion. Kevin, you've got people cheering all over. The entire stadium is clapping for you.
You can't have baseball in Milwaukee unless you have the sausages
We
there.
need them, that's true.
You absolutely must. As we go to a break, another look at the ballpark from Bernie's dugout. We will have more from Miller Park when our See It First weekend continues.
Tonight's Miller Park special is sponsored by Goodwill Industries, Boucher Automotive, where Gordy rides with you every mile, American Electronics and Appliances for the low price and so much more, McDonald's, we love to see you smile, Radio Shack, Chevrolet, Chevy, we'll be there, Menards, save big money at Menards, Milwaukee County Transit, the Milwaukee Brewers, and by St. Michael Hospital, the Brewers Hospital.
Welcome back. We want to check in one more time with our own Kevin Hunt.
He is still perched high above the playing field in Bernie's dugout. Kev?
The only place to be, Mike. Now, you know, I like the way the new Bernie Brewer looks. He's buffed up a little bit, hit the gym. I think he could take some of their mascots now. This is the way the old Bernie looked when a Brewer hit a home run.
Driven to right and deep. Hey, get up. Get up. Get out of here. Gone for Jenkins. On a long, long blast by the Brewers left fielder. That one wound up in the Cubs bullpen, folks.
Well, now when Bernie home runs hit, Bernie hits this red plunger. Cannons shoot confetti into the crowd. The lights come up through the whole tower to Bob Euchre's call on the loudspeaker, and it's lit up. Get up, get up, get out of here, gone! And then Bernie goes down the slide. When he hits the bottom, the cannon goes off, so it's going to be quite a show. And thankfully, I don't have any more time to go down the slide this show. That's a blessing.
Oh, darn. We really wish we could.
I missed it the last time.
Sorry, Kevin.
Maybe a 10.
But we want to thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have enjoyed this special sneak preview of Miller Park.
Come out and see it first this weekend. As we leave you tonight, some sights and sounds of the day. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
Good night.
Can't wait. Just shaking just with excitement.
It's breathtaking. It's beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
This is awesome. It's beautiful. There's not a bad seat in the house.
Yeah, baby. Okay. It looks like he survived.
Miller Park See It First weekend. Season ticket holders see the new ballpark in person. Plus tonight on 4, Did They Work? Dozens of toilets are tested during the big flush. Miller Park See It First on the 10 o'clock report. Fans have been waiting 4 years for this.
It's breathtaking. It's beautiful. I'm with Ron. I can't wait for that first game. It's going to be wonderful.
A chance to look at Milwaukee's new Field of Dreams, the Brewers' crown jewel, topped by an amazing retractable roof.
It's working.
And the sound of relief as the big flush goes off without a hitch at Miller Park. See It First weekend. Good evening, everyone. What an honor for those people flushing the urinals. I'll tell you, what an honor. What a day it has been out here. 31,000, more than 31,000 people, many of them season ticket holders descending on Miller Park tonight.
It has been a wonderful night, and tomorrow it's going to be your turn to see it first at the public open house. And what a sight. We are sitting right now in right center field. And our Chopper 4 Power Zoom is right now going to show you a breathtaking view of the ballpark. Interesting facts about the park and exactly how it was built are at the bottom of your screen. And today was an opportunity for fans to check out Miller Park for the very first time. And amazingly, hard to believe we've gotten to this point, but we're just 1 week away from the Brewers' first exhibition game against the Chicago White Sox.
We have See It First coverage for you today. Just how much will you pay to see the Brewers play at the new Miller Park? And we'll be taking you on a live tour of the plush locker rooms. As we said, all 66 bathrooms got their big test tonight with the big flush. And, of course, there are the fans getting their first glimpse of Miller Park. The anticipation for this day was no doubt seen in the faces of many of the people here tonight.
And is also heard in their comments as they actually walked into Miller Park this afternoon.
It's big and it's beautiful. It looks gorgeous.
Fantastic. Couldn't be any better. Not bad seeing the house, I'll tell you that.
Fans of all ages came out to the ballpark today to see firsthand what they've been hearing about for years, checking out seat locations and generally gazing at wonder at everything from Miller Park's retractable roof to the great views from virtually every seat in the house. Now, our own Tammy Coe spent the day talking to fans, and she is now down in the stands enjoying the view. And Tammy, I know it's a little lonely now because most of the people have gone home, but it is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, most definitely, Carol. All day long there's been this feeling of excitement and anticipation in the air. It started way back out there in the parking lot, but as folks came in here, took a look at the ballpark for the first time and then settled down into their seats, that feeling of anticipation changed to amazement.
My new home! Yeah! Finally!
Hours before the doors to Miller Park even opened, fans started lining up. Among them, Darlene and Joe Pavladich. Just a minute in the new ballpark, and they're bowled over.
Wow.
And at the sight of their new seats,
This is just fantastic.
for years at County Stadium, the Pavladiches switched from section to section to get a better view. They won't have to switch anymore.
This is everything. All my expectations have come to where I wanted them. This is really something else.
One level down, Greg Collar is in disbelief.
It's just so neat being in here finally. Waited 5 years for this. And, it's here, it's here.
Collar is certain that baseball in Milwaukee is now going to go from being just a game to an experience.
I think so, yeah. I think our hitters are going to be popping those balls out right over left field there. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Whatever's happening on the field, you can't miss it with the new scoreboard.
Such a clear picture. You can't even compare it to the old one at the old County Stadium.
Fans young and old can't wait for the action to begin.
Rainbow!
Fans say whether you're sitting up there or sitting down here, there's not a bad seat in the house. However, we do want to point out to you that if you are sitting right down here in the first row, you are actually closer to home plate than the pitcher. Reporting live, Tammy Coe, today's TMJ4. Mike, Carol?
Okay, Tammy, thank you very much. They really are beautiful seats. And when you come here to Miller Park, it's very important that you probably want to show up with an empty stomach.
That is because there is food to fit just about any taste out here. There are the traditional hamburgers, the brats, the hot dogs, and of course, ice-cold Miller beer, but perhaps a slice of cheesecake, or maybe a $6.50 gourmet caramel apple is more your style.
Everybody wants dessert every once in a while. You got to get away from the hot dogs and stadium soft, but you have to have that first.
The concession stands only offer the basics today, but once the game starts, you'll also be able to get some more unique items like marinated portobello mushrooms, shrimp quesadillas, and venison jerky.
Wow.
That sounds good, I know. Besides checking out the stadium, there was another big event at Miller Park tonight.
Yes, just a short while ago, folks helped to test out the all-important toilets by taking part in the Big Flush. And Angela Bettis joins us now to explain if everything went down okay. Angela.
You know, Mike and Carol, you don't want to be at the ballpark when the toilets don't work, so you know that this was a very, very important thing to happen. Actually, it's one of the milestones on most construction projects, of course, like Miller Park, and they call it the Big Flush. It really is a true test of the plumbing system. And basically, in conjunction with WKTI, what they did is they got all of their listeners to man the 500 toilets in this ballpark, starting on the terrace level, the club level, the loge, and then the field level.
The big flush is an important part of our opening. We certainly don't want to have a problem come opening day. So we want to flush the toilets, make sure we have enough supply water, make sure we don't have any obstructions in the waste side. And thanks to Reitman and Miller and a bunch of great volunteers, we had a successful flush tonight, and happy to report that we will not have problems come the exhibition game.
Well, except for this one toilet down here on the field level that seems to keep going and going. There's one here and one in the men's bathroom, but these are very minor problems. The Brewers say they'll have these fixed by exhibition day, which is, of course, next Friday. Live in the field level, I'm Angela Bettis. Back to you.
I think the Commode's just excited about opening day.
Exactly.
That's all.
That's right.
Regardless of what the weather is like, and we know 1 week from tonight, the Brewers will play their first game ever in Miller Park.
Regardless of the weather, because we have a retractable roof on this ballpark. It features 7 panels to protect fans from the elements. Each panel is the size of the Bradley Center roof. The entire roof will be able to close in about 10 minutes. They did that today. Once that is done, it will take about 3 hours to get the heat up to the desired temperature level in the seating bowl area.
Welcome back to the 10 o'clock report. We're taking you on a behind-the-scenes tour of Miller Park. It's part of our See It First weekend. And right now we want to show you Bernie's dugout. It features a winding chute that Bernie will slide down every time the Brewers hit a home run. No big beer mug this time, but you will see the words made famous by Brewer broadcaster Bob Euchre. And Mike, you can do it better than me. Go ahead.
Get up, get out of here.
You do it good. And Bernie, that's as Bernie makes this slide.
You know, Mike and Carol, I have to be a little honest with you. That roof at Miller Park is making us weather people feel a little bit obsolete. You know, suddenly the weather forecast isn't so important anymore.
You're always important in our eyes,
Right.
Paul.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about it. Boy, that was good,
You're
wasn't
the
it?
queen of sincerity.
Thank you.
You are.
So, the big question, what are the best seats in Miller Park?
When we come back, whether you want to spend $3,000 or just $1, we'll show you some of the more unique seating options at the new ballpark.
And we're going to head to a break in a moment, but first a look at the fan zone on our Miller Park See It First weekend. The Fan Zone gift shop is located in the hot corner area of Miller Park, an area that will be open all year round. The store is stocked with tons of Brewers merchandise. You can even buy miniature dolls of the racing sausages.
Kentucky bluegrasses, Alpine, Midnight, and Blacksburg. It's a special blend that helps the sod thrive in cooler and wetter conditions like we have here oftentimes in spring. Came from the same farm that grew the grass for County Stadium. Takes 800 square yards of sod that cover the infield, 10,000 square yards to cover the outfield.
And another exciting note to tell you about the Scoreboard in Miller Park. It is state-of-the-art. Now we're going to take a picture of how it would look from behind home plate. It has the color screen on top and a matrix board below. This Smart Vision color video portion measures 48 feet by 27 feet. The matrix portion is much bigger, 76 by 32. The replay board uses more than 1 million LED devices, producing more than 16.5 million colors. So that's everything you need to know.
That is.
Just a lot.
Everybody who is inside Miller Park will obviously be able to see the scoreboard, but one thing most fans will never get to see is the Brewers clubhouse.
But in addition to the locker room, the Brewers clubhouse also contains a weight room, a kitchen therapy room, and other amenities. So they've got just about everything. Now, our own Susan Kim has been out checking out the clubhouse, and she joins us now with a behind-the-scenes look. Susan.
Carol and Mike, thank you very much. And another thing they have, obviously, the shower area. When are you going to get to see that? So we just wanted to show you that real quick and give you the layout of the locker room. Now, this is the main part of the locker room, and it's about twice as big as the locker room that the Brewers had out at County Stadium. And, you know, we were here the other day, and they didn't even have names up on the lockers yet, but they do have them right now. So this right here, obviously, Jeremy Burnitz's locker room. We're going to look up here. See, I know I'm being nosy, but when else am I going to get a chance to open up his locker? But see how much room they have in here? You can actually sit in here, just like that. Right next to Jeremy Burnitz is Mark Loretta's locker, and then we were also being nosy, and he has some packages right here. It says Nabisco crackers, Oreos, but then it says baseball equipment over here, so I don't know if it's baseball equipment or if it's Oreos. So we're going to, the guys, it's pretty big because they all hang out here a lot. It's more than just a locker room. They hang out here and talk or whatever. There's round tables and stuff. And then look at these couches. Of course, they are Brewers green, and they're very soft and plush leather. you could take a quick little nap before that first pitch goes out. Live from the Brewers locker room, I'm Susan Kim. Back to you guys.
You just gave us a chance to dream a little bit,
Yeah.
Susan. Thank you very much.
She's looking comfy.
Yes,
She really is.
Good assignment. So just how much will it cost to go to a game here at Miller Park?
Well, let's talk about it. Everywhere from $1 a game to $50 a game. Vince Vitrano is in Chopper 4 with Power Zoom. He joins us live from above the ballpark with a complete lowdown on ticket prices. Vince?
Mike and Carol, the Brewers say that actually 2/3 of the seats inside Miller Park are closer to the action than they were in old Miller Park. Used to be you had a couple of choices, upper deck or lower deck, but now you have all kinds of options for where you want to sit and the price you want to pay. 43,500 seats at Miller Park, and with exception of a few up here, they're all good ones. Let's take a look at some of how your options and prices break down. On the first level, you find your most expensive seats, with exception of the luxury box, of course. Seats on level 1 range in price from $27 to $50. Some of the best right here behind home plate, where the fans are actually closer to the catcher than the pitcher is.
And here is a time lapse of Miller Park being built, but we certainly don't want to forget the 3 ironworkers who lost their lives while building the ballpark. On July 14th, 1999, Jerome Starr, Jeff Wisher, and Bill DeGrave were killed when the Big Blue Crane collapsed. Their legacy will live on in Miller Park at a monument behind home plate.